Dad has run tour boats and scientific expeditions on the reef the whole way through our childhood. And growing up, I'd always get to come along. I'm Nikki Rumney, and I've lived on the Great Barrier Reef my whole life. So my dad has been involved in researching and learning as much as we can about the dwarf minke whales. Swimming with whales, you see this amazing creature staring back at you. It's so special. Mum and Dad used to say that we could swim before we could walk. Dad taught us how to use the boats, how to fish, how to take care of ourselves on the Great Barrier Reef. Dad said to me, "You're not allowed to go scuba diving until you can free dive 10 metres. And so the very next snorkel, I swam down and I tapped him on the shoulder while he was on a scuba tank. So he had to take me. I don't use scuba tank anymore. All I do is free dive, and I can spend minutes down there. Free diving allows you to have the best connection with the underwater world. It's just you and the water and the fish. I love this place, I love the ocean, and I'll never, ever forget where I came from. This is my paradise.
4, 3, 2, 1, mark! Hey guys, I'm getting a little feedback on my earpiece. Can you help me out with that? Cool, thanks. All right, so the warning flag is up. So in that last race, I talked to Julian. He said that, as they were going, Benjamin Petit just dropped his kite down on his lines, and they both crashed. And he was pretty bummed, so he'll be asking for redress for that race. So Julian Kerner looking for redress in that last race after a collision with Benjamin Petit. I haven't had a chance to ask Benjamin what happened, but that's what they're saying. 20 seconds until a P flag. That's what Julian's saying it is. So it seems like the breeze has stabilized, but it just feels more steady across the course. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. So the breeze has stabilized. It doesn't seem like it's building much more, but it's definitely more steady around the course. So this is going to be a little bit less tweaky and a little bit more some raw speed. So I was talking to the local guys here on the boat, and they were all saying, hey, this right-hand shift, when they do their racing out here at Townsville Sailing Club, the righty is actually a big deal. And I'm surprised they haven't seen anyone really make it work by tacking off the line. But, let's see. There might be some time where that righty comes into play, and someone makes it work. So Damien's cruising by, Maxime's cruising by. Johnny's going on starboard right now. He's going to lock it in, test the boat like he does oftentimes. He has to put his kite up to avoid another sailor, but he always just checks that boat. He gets a little line sight, checks the boat a number of times in a row, and checks out what's going on. We've got just under 3 minutes to go before the start. Course looks good. We haven't changed anything. This is a lot like a place that I'm very familiar with called Johnny Cay, the Bay of Johnny Cay down in San Andres Island in Colombia, right off the coast of Nicaragua. Ricky's place, very similar, almost the same direction. I remember being there and setting it at about 70 degrees, 65 degrees every day and forgetting about it. And what do you know? We're sitting here pointing at 65 degrees, and I don't know, we're not moving much. So these classic kite racing places like Townsville and like the Bay of Johnny Cay down in San Andreas Island in Colombia, Ricky's spot, really, really good stuff. And encourage all of you guys to check out these venues when you can on vacation, or maybe come down here and train with Marvin, or go over to San Andreas Island and train with Ricky. I know if you go to San Andreas Island, Ricky's going to show you a good time. And we sure all have been having a good time this week here in Townsville. So check them out. We like this kind of stuff. All right, 45 seconds until the P flag comes down. Got to get my binos. All right. Shout out to Ricky and Alvaro, the Colombians, John Mora. Where's Arias? Andres. Bro. What's up, Colombians? Angelica, Clau. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace like that. All right, and we'll grab this X flag and get ready for any OCSs, because you know these guys, they've been getting closer and closer to the line every time. Wind's stable. Wind's, I'm guessing it's that same measured speed that I had is 12 knots. It was probably 14 knots up in the air. Steady, a little bit of a lefty on the course right now. So they're going to be headed going into the start. We got just about 30 seconds. 30. Yeah, still lefty on. Lefty on. So the pin end might look a little bit better. Johnny's going down to the pin. He knows what's up. Coming up on 20 seconds. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark! All clear, all clear, all clear. Johnny Heineken and Sophie Calais win that start. Johnny Heineken's down at the pin, and he's sending it. He's going fast and low. There goes Johnny Heineken. We got a little bit of a pin end situation going on down there. What's going on over there? Let's see. All right, pull up those trackers. Let's check it out. Julian Kerner's rocking. Adam Withington's right behind Johnny. There goes Nico Parlier. He's on a little bit of a ripper. Sophie Calais gets a great start. Look at her go. Dude, man, that was a great start by her. She was right on the line. She's trying to battle with Julian right now. She's a little bit behind him. She's trying not to get squeezed off. That's just got to be one of those situations where you're looking forward and you're going, man, I wish I could point higher. Man, I wish I could do more. And she's putting in all her effort, man. I can see her. Her legs are pumping. She's just grinding. We got Maxime Nocher up on their hip. And then, of course, where's Jordan Gertis? He's high as ever. And then, where else does Benny Belly go? Benny Belly tacks. Benny Belly gets over to the right-hand side. Let's see if it works. We talked about this right-hand shift. He's touching down a little bit. He's not really locked in right now. He's not really feeling the jam right there. Oh, man. Another exciting race. There comes the Sea Link ferry from Palm Island. They're coming over. There's an island over off in the distance that runs a ferry by Sea Link, which is one of our sponsors for this event. The Sea Link Palm Island ferry just cruising by at the top of the course up there. Those guys had a show yesterday in that long distance race, man. That long distance race. So we're up there right at Magnetic Island, and we started the sequence at 3 o'clock, and he was at the dock at 3 o'clock. He fires up, boom, gets off the dock, comes right through our start line right when the gun goes off, and boom, the race was on. The Sea Link ferry and all these kiters are racing each other, and they go straight. We had the mark set right by where the entry point is for the ferry, and they're ripping downwind, going so fast. It gotten kind of light, so everyone was a little bit underpowered, but they were ripping, and and the Sea Link ferry was just beating everybody the whole time, just kicking everyone's butt. And then all of a sudden, right at the end, Nico and Johnny just pass him right at the end. They pass right in front of him. 2 kiteboarders beat the Sea Link ferry. Victory for the Kitefoil. And then they turn around, they take a right-hand turn, they go on a screaming reach. And on that screaming reach, Johnny was in front of Nico. And on that screaming reach, Johnny sailed a little bit low because he couldn't see the mark. And Nico kind of knew where the mark was a little bit better. So boom, Johnny sails low, ends up losing Nico on that. And Nico Parlier wins the long-distance race prize at the Magnetic Island long-distance race, inaugural Magnetic Island race. And we're all really proud of him. He takes home $1,000 for his victory. And he's got to be stoked. He's trying to rake in some cash this week, and we sure hope that he can fulfill his dream, as we hope all the others can. All right, so there comes Benny Belly, and then it looks like Nico Parlier up at the top is going to be a little bit bow out on Johnny. He's throwing in his tack right around the mark, and wham bam, Nico Parlier. Oh, I'd sure like to see him do the the old trickaroo around that mark, but it looks like staying on starboard is the move. There's Johnny Heineken. And in third, I'm thinking that's going to be, looks like Maxime. I don't see it's Julian's, not Julian's wetsuit, I don't think. Julian, yeah. And then Julian. Okay, cool. Thanks. Right on. Look at these guys go. I mean, that is just a sight. Look at them all. Stroking their kites, going for power, parking it when they can. Stroke, stroke, stroke. Johnny goes a little stroke, trying to get a little action on Nico. Here they come. Ooh, this is a nice little battle, I think. This is a nice battle. Now it's going to be all about who jibes first and who gets the right ley line. I'm sure you racers out there can tell me a little bit more about what's going on through your head right now. You know, just, man, there's got to be a lot, you know, and speed is certainly one of the main things, I'm sure. But, you know, positioning, speed, early jibe, the right ley line call, and not bobbling, you know, no touchdowns, no wipeouts. They simultaneously jibe. Look at those two kites just both come down at the same time. This is top end racing. These guys are full on pros. Oh man, what an impressive sight. That was really neat. Wow. These guys are freaking unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here comes Johnny. Here comes Nico. Johnny's on the high road, and Nico's trying to send it. He's got some speed. It looks like Nico's in front of him from my view. And there they come. They're going to go out to that right-hand side. I'm thinking, I don't know. We'll see. I've got that little gate mark favored more. Nico's putting his kite up. He's putting his kite up. Johnny goes. Nico. Johnny goes out left. Nico goes out right. Now, this is a battle. Let's see what happens. Johnny's a strategy guy. Nico's a speed guy. Nico's got strategy. Johnny's got speed. What's going to happen? Right-hand side, left-hand side. The local guys say that right-hand side is something special. Let's see. Johnny thinks he sniffed something over there. I hope he does. I hope he finds something because Nico's got that speed. He's pretty unmatchable. All right, Adam Withington and Julian Kerner rounding the bottom mark together, and then Damian Leroy going over to the left-hand side. In the middle of that mix was, of course, Maxime Nocher. He ain't scared. And Nico goes back, tacks early, and goes back to the left-hand side. Wants to control his boy. He wants to stay near him. Doesn't want to send it all the way out there. Now, Maxime was probably about 10 seconds behind those two. He looks like he's going all the way. He's had a little touchdown there. Okay, Theodore Ramacord, he's back in form. TDR comes around the bottom mark and goes out to the right-hand side. And then Nick Leeson. Just another fine day here in Townsville. It's about darn perfect. I'd like to give a shout out to all my mates on the International Kiteboarding Association board. Richard Gowers, Mirko Babini, Bruno de Wanamaker, Olivier Moregis. Who else is on the board? Adam Szuzmanski. What's up, Adam? Out in Poland. How's the Poland crew doing out there? Marcus Schwentner, of course, the mastermind behind this entire thing. Super stoked. Thanks a lot for sending us out here, bro. And we're all having a good time. This is a great regatta. Happy to report back to the board. We're doing it up here. Big shouts out to John Gomes. Big shout out to Chip Wasson out there on the west coast of the States. I don't even know where Gomes is. He's probably, I don't know where he is, but he's the man. Thanks for getting this sport going, guys. This is pretty awesome. From where you guys dreamed it up and where we are now, this is unimaginable. There goes Nico Parlier up at the top. He checked way in front of Johnny. I don't think Johnny got any love on that left-hand side. Also, big props to John Craig, somewhere in the world running some awesome events. The Sailing World Cup director, of course, the previous PRO or the PRO for the last America's Cup. John Craig setting this whole thing up. He was one of the idea masters with this whole kite racing deal. He and Chip and John Gomes and all those guys and all those Chrissy locals. Chrissy locals, what's up? There goes Nico Parlier around that top mark. And he's already lapped a guy. Little lefties coming in, they point out. Oh, we sure have. Yeah, we got to reset. Let's do that right now, yeah. So it looks like our anchor dragged a little bit, so we got to reset. Oh, yeah. Good eye, JB. All right. Can you snuff the orange flag? You want me to drive? I got it. Sure, yeah. Sweet. All right, so here they come. Oh, what happened there? Dude, I totally missed it. Maxime No-Share passed Johnny Heineken. Bro! Oh, man, he did not get any love on that left-hand side. Nico and Maxime No-Share got the right-hander. Man, the locals are like, yep, that's what happens. They all just look at me like, what did I just tell you? Boom, there it is. Right-hand side, right-hand shift. It's game on out there. There's no joking around. Johnny sniffed something, but man, you have one little slip up and these guys will eat you up. Man, I thought that left-hand side looked good too. I wasn't really believing these guys on this boat. After all, they've only been here for 40 years. But everyone says the North Queenslanders are a little funny, you know. Now they're looking at me like they want to punch me in the nose. So here they come. Here comes Nico Parley. He's right in front. Right in front of him is old Rich Gardner. He's got his big old switchblade up in the air. He's like, "Oh, dude, just don't hit me." Nico Parley lights it up. Good night, Irene. He says, "I'm coming through. Make way." And then Maxime No-Share getting a little wiggly. And there he comes, Maxime No-Share around the bottom mark. He's feeling confident. He's on that 11-meter elf. He's dropped in. He's locked in. There goes Nico Parley through the line. And bang, 32 minutes and 28 seconds. 32:28 for the finisher. Okay, so here comes Johnny Heineken. Shit, he's got the I'm pissed posture right now. Johnny was definitely looking for some glory over there and didn't get it. So I'm sure he's kicking himself, but still a lot of racing to go. We're just halfway through the regatta. And there's some throwouts that are going to start kicking in. And there goes Adam Withington and Julian Kerner. That's an interesting battle. Adam Withington and Julian Kerner. Now, those two definitely have their own strengths and their own not-so strengths. Adam Withington seems like he's got some strength on this reach, and he's holding on. No. Nico Parley comes by for another fist pump. He goes, "No one was over?" I said, "Nope." He goes, "Yeah." So, Parley, another race in the bag. Black Dog team member showing us what the Black Dog is all about. Say hello to Jamie Douglas out there. Jamie, I'm looking forward to you buying me that steak at the tavern. Hopefully I can make it to Nassau this year. I'd really love to. Their speed event, the North American Speed Sailing Invitational. I know Brian Kender is going to be out there. Maxime just cruises by and jumps over the shark buoy, or the yellow buoy that sometimes has sharks swimming around it. Just boosts over it like, "What's up, sharks?" And yeah, dude, I'd love to come out there for that. And speed sailing is another aspect of this sport that has a lot of potential. There's a lot of excitement there. And clearly these guys like to go fast. So we had Theodore Ramacourt and Benny Bully. And looks like Nick Leeson coming in. Then we got good old Marvin Baumeister, the German transmitted into a North Queenslander. He's Australian as they come, but you know, he's still got a funny accent. Guy's a total stud. Set up a sweet event for us. So, and then Sophie Calais, man, cheers to Sophie. That chick is awesome. She was just saying, we were talking to her today, and she's like, "I hope more girls show up next year. So I'm going to call you out again, Sinbad. I'm going to call you out again, Erica, Katya Roos, Elena Kalinina, all you guys. I know you're all on foils and you're ripping. Let's go and come and show Sophie that you're down to play. Hopefully you guys can make it out here because this foil tour is pretty special." So we've got our race pretty much in the bag. A couple more racers on the course. We finished that race. What was that finish time, did I say? 32. So 32, 42. So we're going to start another sequence at about 3:45. So the last race of the day will start at about 3:45. Stay tuned. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and thanks to you guys, Jalen and Giles, up in the booth. Sending it back to you guys.